Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark here, aka at Restless One with a Zero, coming at you with another video. Today is Friday, March 3rd, and I'm gonna title my video basically Focus Friday. And I want to just basically touch bases on, pretty much updates about what I've been going through, what I've been doing, and just give you a word for the day to help inspire you, motivate you to overcome some of the things that you may be dealing with that has gotten you kind of downtrodden or make you feel like, there's just nothing that, you can do that is going to make you feel adequate in what is going on in the world today. So, some of you may have seen the video where I talked a little bit about, me dealing with same-sex relationships, homosexuality, and things of that nature, and how I've been dealing with that for a very large part of my life, probably from the start of 12 years old until now. And, I just had this, I don't know what it was. I don't know why, or how I even got into the whole aspect of dealing with other guys and, leading my life through lust, because essentially that's what it was for me. And I just want to make this clear, like, I can only speak from my own experiences and what I was dealing with and what I was going through throughout that time in my life. And I'm just gonna put it plain and simple. Like, I was just basically leading with my penis, and I was just in a state where I was just lusting after, guys and things of that nature, and just not having any really emotional ties behind, any of the situations, because that's basically what they were, situations. I never had a relationship with a guy where he was my boyfriend and I was his boyfriend and we were together for X amount of time. It's always just been, a physical thing. And, when 2023 came around, I just was like, this has to stop. I can't keep, going around, using people for what they can do for me as far as physically, and, trying to conquer different, people and guys and things of that nature by my own desire and things of that nature. It just got old. And I don't know, like I said, when it all started, I can't, go back into time and tell you a specific time, like, oh, this is when, I was involved with someone or someone did this to me. Like, I really don't even know where it came from. And I don't have the answer to the question when people ask whether or not you were born that way, or do you happen to become, gay by, circumstances and things of that nature. All I remember is, when I was younger and in like middle school, or, middle school, basically, me and me and a friend in my neighborhood kind of like, ended up messing around. And ever since then, I just was basically out of the gate from there, to be honest with you. But I've really been focusing my energy and my mind on things higher than just lustful desires. And I've really been just kind of focusing more on what God has for me and, the future, and reading scripture that relates to, my future and what I know that God has for me. Because every time I would get done with a sexual like exploit or whatever, I would feel so dirty and so shameful and so bad. And I know I'm not the only one who is dealing with this and who has dealt with it. But it just make me feel so beneath, like the scum of the earth. And I don't know if it's because, I knew that deep down, it was something that wasn't befitting of me. Like sometimes I would have to like force myself to do certain things that I didn't even feel comfortable doing. And I know it was like, ultimately hurt the people that I loved as well. Like they didn't want to see me, indulging in that type of activity. They didn't want to see me, out here risking my body, to become like sick and things of that nature. Like in my testimony, I share a lot of the details of what I actually went through as I was coming up and the experience that I went through while I was indulging in that type of lifestyle. And I just ultimately came to a decision. Like you have to make a decision. I had to make a decision that I no longer wanted this type of lifestyle for myself. And I'm not trying to sit here and say that I am, a straight man or anything like that. I just don't even believe in labels, period. So even, when people used to ask me, well, are you gay? Are you bi? Are you straight? And stuff like that. I used to answer the question, but I used to feel as though like deep down, like I don't have a label. Like I like what I like. But I know now that I do have to make a decision whether or not I'm going to go left and whether or not I'm going to go right. It's no more straddling the fence, because in the Bible it says you're either going to be hot or you're either going to be cold. And if you're going to stay and remain in the middle, then God will spit you out of his mouth and you'll just be left to the wind, which blows back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and you'll just be lost. So I made a personal decision that I was just going to refrain from any type of relationships or anything of that nature for right now and focus on healing myself and getting through the traumas that I put myself through all those years of chasing after lust. So I've been just praying more. I've been reading scriptures. And it's not just about, some people say, well, you're trying to be a holy roly or something like that. It's not even just about that. It's about, more than that. It's about having peace for me. And I have peace now. Like when I'm not, looking on the internet at different porn sites and things of that nature, and self-mutilization by, masturbating and things of that nature, it makes me feel more whole. It makes me feel more healthy, more centered, and more focused, instead of beating myself up physically, mentally, spiritually, and all those things that come behind, lust, pornography, masturbation. All of those things are meant to drain you. And I have much more energy now. I'm a much more happier person. I can look myself in the mirror and feel like, okay, you're doing okay right now. You are on the track of getting somewhere in life and being who God meant for you to be. And that's what I want to do. You can call it holy roly if you want. You can call it being fake. You can call it, once he's gay, he'll always be gay. But that doesn't matter to me. I know for a fact that God has redeemed me from that type of lifestyle, and he's probably put me through that type of lifestyle so that I can overcome it and help other people who may be dealing with the same thing in their life to overcome it as well by sharing my story. So I'm going to be talking a little bit more about, my journey of homosexuality and coming out of that, and how it affected me, both before and how it's affected me after the fact, because I know there's going to be people out there who have something to say, whether or not good or bad, and say, things like, he's just a queen and all this other stuff, and especially like the LGBTQ community, you know, sometimes when I try to talk to friends who are in the LGBTQ community, and I tell them, well, I don't think that, you know, this lifestyle is for me. I just have been, you know, indulging in it because I was lost. Then they don't believe what I'm saying, and I don't really get that much support. But that's okay. I don't have to have the support of people, because greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. And God, man, didn't give me this peace that I have right now today, that I'm talking before you right now, and man sure can't take it away. So the peace that you get from living in, you know, basically like separation unto God, like that's going to get you to where you want to be. I'm here on this platform right now sharing my story, and it's taken a lot of courage for me to do this. So it's just not that, you know, I woke up one day and said, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I've been dealing with this for years now, and I'm just now getting a hold of being able to talk about it, being able to be open about it, and really making a decision that I want to change, and I want to be the person God has meant for me to be. And no matter if I end up with a woman or if I am by myself, I will be satisfied either way, because I like being me. I like my own company, and I'm starting to love me a little bit more. So nobody is going to complete me. I'm already complete, because God has took me and started to transform me and build me up and show me that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of encouragement if you are dealing with this type of alternative lifestyle, and you've been telling yourself over and over and over again that you want to stop and get out of it and change your life. It's possible, and we can do this together. Just have faith, take yourself time in prayer, and when you mess up, get back up and start all over, and just be prayed up about it, and God will see you through it. Focus on you and what makes you happy, and don't look to other people and what they have going on, especially not the world and social media, because it'll fool you and trick you every time. All right, guys, if you like this video and you know someone who might be dealing with homosexuality, same-sex relationships, and alternative lifestyles, who may be dealing with this difficulty and trying to understand what it is that they're going through, please share this video with that person so that we can take this journey together. I would love to be a part of their lives and help them achieve what it is that God really wants us to achieve through sanctification, holiness, and godliness. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, post this message, like it if you haven't already, and stay tuned for my future videos. Peace out for now.